Hi guys, this is a walk around of the 2019 Hyundai Kona Electric. So this is a B segment crossover. It's 4.16 meters long and 1.8 meters wide. So as you can see, it's a regular hatchback vehicle. Here at the front, get the charging port. Right. So here you have the Type 2 and CCS. Okay, so very classic. Here you can see the level of charge. There's 3 bars. And then on the right hand side, very useful, and there is a little orange light that turns on when you've set the timer on the vehicle. So if you have nitrates, for example, so it's kind of a warning if you are going for a charge during the day and you forget that you have your timer on, it will just tell you there. So that's quite useful. All right. For the rest, compared to the regular Kona, petrol, diesel, this is pretty much identical, besides the bumpers that are specific. Okay. So this one is the unique version we have in the Republic. In other countries you have different trims and different batteries, but this one has a 64 kilowatt hour battery. Other countries have the 39. As for the trim, unique trim, it's kind of a mid trim with the leather interior on top of it, if you compare to other countries again. Now let's have a look at the interior. As I was mentioning, it's a B segment vehicle, so the interior space is not huge, and you can compare it to a car like the Renault Zoe. In terms of size, it could be compared to the Renault Captur, for example. So the interior room is not huge. The back seats are okay, but the floor is quite high, so you would travel with your knees up, so it might not be too comfortable on a long distance journey if you're tall. The boot is not huge. A Zoe has a bigger boot. Let's have a look at the front now. That's the most interesting. So you've got your regular door controls here. It's plastic everywhere, lots of hard plastic, but the color is nice. It's kind of bright because it's kind of blue and mid gray and light gray. Okay, so here you get controls, regular controls. Let's have a look inside. All right, now this is the general view. So of the cockpit. So here you have the eco mode. So that would be this kind of greenish display, and in the center console you've got a button that allows you to move from one mode to another. So here you've got the comfort mode, and here you've got a sport mode. And if you do a long press on the drive mode, this is the Eco Plus mode. So like many other cars, it adjusts the responsiveness of the accelerator, but also the climate controls. Okay, so if I go back to eco mode, for example, that would be, in my opinion, the best mode to use. So you've got power button here. Yep, you can see it here. So I can start the car. So on the left hand side you've got a power gauge and a charge gauge, so that's really normal for an EV. This says that you can start driving. In the middle of your speed, and on the right hand side you have the trip computer information, and on the far right you've got the battery level. There is no percentage indication on here. However, in the center screen you have this EV button, and here it gives you the state of charge of the vehicle. Okay, So we'll go that a bit later. Regarding driving modes, something really interesting is the regenerative braking. So just behind, you can see here on the left, there is a little paddle. There's on both sides actually. Okay, so there are 3 different levels of regeneration, and you can play with them while you're driving. It's actually, once you get used to it, it's actually very useful. It's a bit difficult to explain. So of course, the you know what regenerative braking is, but just to let you know, you cannot play it to slow down the car and to let the car go again if you drive on secondary road and you drive through towns or villages. This way you really have a good way to optimize the efficiency of the car. So this is actually very useful. You don't have that on many EVs, but you should. Trip computer, let's go back there. So you've got your regular information there, which is total kilometers and average consumption and time since you started the trip. You've got the speed here, that's a bit redundant. And here you've got your driving style. So I've been good on this one, okay? Energy flow, of course, while you're driving, you would see the flow. It's again a bit useless. And this is a consumption info since the reset, which is a different one from the trip computer. So that would be this button here. And you also have, if you go back there, you've got lane keep assist, driver attention, speed limit warning, and tire pressure. There's a lot of different settings here, so you can go through it. It's pretty standard and pretty good. You've got a utility mode that's really interesting. It's a rare on a car. You've got it on Tesla. It allows you to somehow sleep in a car maybe during the night and have a bit of a heater and minimal usage of the rest of the accessories. So that's about it. On steering wheel, you've got the useful control, so the music here, speech. You've got as well the phone. This is to go through the modes of your radio. On the right hand side, you got the cruise control here. Those 4 buttons there, and that's the computer I was just saying, the different menus there. If you move to the left hand side, we've got the central screen. So this version has kind of the basic screen. Unfortunately, we're not able in Ireland to get the version with a bigger screen. And this one doesn't have navigation. However, it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So that is a good workaround, but it's not as nice. If you drive a lot, you want to have something native. Unfortunately, you can't get it there. So you've got the home button there. You've got your radios, menus, phone, Bluetooth audio, of course. It works quite well, all this. It's quite good. You've got it's very easy to navigate from one thing to another. So you've got your seek and track, and then the sound is here. So it's quite easy to get. You have shortcut like radio and media, and then phone as well. This is configurable. So for example, if I touch it, it goes to the electric vehicles menu, but you can set up as a different shortcut if you want. So that's a nice touch. And then setup, you've got all the different setup you might need. So the time, the language, etc. So you've got a lot of things in there, even a screensaver. Okay. If you move a bit down, so let's go see this. You've got the climate controls here. So there's a cool thing about the climate control on this vehicle, and it's kind of a specialty from Hyundai Group, is you've got a driver only button. So basically, if you select this as it is now, it directs the flow only towards the driver's seat. So that's quite useful to save energy when you're traveling alone. More EVs should have this. It's a good thing to have. Okay, so then if you go a bit lower, you've got here USB port, so that would be for your Android Auto. You have to plug your phone here, and aux, and this is a charging pad for wireless charging for your phone. And when it's charging, the little light here turns on, so it's quite easy. You've got a gear selector, so this is a bit of a funny one. PRND, so that's quite standard. You can put your hand here, but I guess you get used to it after a while. It's why not? I mean, why not buttons? Cup holders, just here, and here you've got your heated seats. Sorry for that. Heated seats and heated steering wheel, and the drive mode. Sorry, that I was showing before. And then you've got a bit of a storage here. No, nothing special. It's not very deep. In terms of storage, actually, the glove box is okay here. You got decent size, so the glove box is okay. It's not the biggest, but it's fine. However, the door pockets are not very big. You cannot put a 1.5 liter bottle in any of them, front and back. You can just put maybe a 50, well, maybe a 1 liter could fit, but that's just about it. And you cannot put anything else really. All right, so that's about it for the interior of the car. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked. If you have any comments, please leave them below, or you can also read the full review of this vehicle on www.irishevowners.ie. Thank you. Bye.